Hi everybody, welcome into another movie reaction, although today is a 2-for-1. I am watching The Evil Dead and Evil Dead 2, and I figured it'd be super fun to throw them in the same YouTube edit because these movies are both short. They're under 90 minutes long, so let's make a longer YouTube video. Let's have some fun with it. Full disclosure, I'm not actually watching the movies back to back in one sitting. I am going to watch Evil Dead 2 probably tomorrow or the next day, but yeah, not immediately after this, so you will see an outfit and hair change most likely. Just wanted to get that out right now. If you're new here, my name is Kale and I'm watching the Evil Dead movies because, well, I've been watching a lot of horror in the last year and I've been enjoying all of it, so I figured let's just keep going with it. The Evil Dead movies have been recommended to me quite a lot over the years. I do know that the first one is quite low budget and a lot of people love it for that reason, so I'm very excited to see a low budget horror that people just really love. I also know that Sam Raimi here is the director, and if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure someone told me that The Evil Dead was his first movie, or one of his first, if not his very first. So I'm very excited to see that. I don't know who acts in these movies, I don't know the stories, but I have to imagine that we're dealing with dead people that are evil, because there's got to be a reason for the title, right? Anyway, I'm really glad you're here. Thank you so much for joining me. Before we get into the film today, Patreon, that's where I offer the full-length watch-alongs if you are interested in those over the edited versions. I will have an Evil Dead collection linked down below to access the 2 reactions that you'll see in there right now, plus the others to come. You can actually just pay outright for the collection instead of bothering with the membership. If you know that you just want the Evil Dead today, you can do that, or you can obviously sign up for the membership and get access to everything that I've shared over there. So yeah, links again down below if you decide to do that. Thank you so much. And if you're not yet subscribed to my channel, I very much would appreciate that. Make sure to click that button down below, turn on notifications if you don't want to miss out on any of my future reactions. And with that, I'm excited to see what this is all about. So thank you again for being here and let's get into it.
12 seconds later.
Hey girl, do you want to say hello? Hello, how you doing, buddy? You gonna say hello? You gonna watch The Evil Dead with me? There we go. That's comf. That's comfy. Are you good? Oh dear, oh dear, oh there we go. Apparently we're just gonna start the reaction like this today, so you know what? Fine, that actually works, I think. All right, let's get into the movie. The Evil Dead. Okay, no lick. You gonna watch the movie with me today? We're on a lake.
20 letters from Paris last year.
Here, you lay on my lap. There we go. So we like the POV of someone flying around.
Which would put a...
Get to the point?
Here. Go to hell, I'm not honking at you!
That was a little weird.
Yeah, I think this is where we get off.
This is the bridge we're gonna cross.
Oh gosh, I hate this.
Don't let the noise fool you, girls. This thing is solid as a rock.
Is it? No, it is not. All the camera work so far feels very handheld. I love it. This is a really skinny road. What is that? Hi, buddy. Oh, creepy. That is the brightest light I've ever seen in my life.
Come on.
Hey! Hey!
Good drawing. Is that gonna stop? Oh gosh. Her hand went all gray and gross. And what happened to her drawing? I can't tell if it got ripped off or just pulled around. Blood.
I would like very much to make a toast here. Nis, to Tarim.
Which means?
Party down!
Or some kind of death chant. Who's going down first?
Back in a minute.
Will he, though?
Hey, Scotty, you find anything?
You'd think he would be, like, talking while he's down there, but...
He's just kidding around, isn't he?
Scotty!
I mean, maybe. Could be. Will you keep talking out loud as you're exploring? All right. Love the 360. What were those hanging? They look like sweet potatoes. Jeez.
Look at all this stuff. I bet this still shoots.
Probably does. Oh, God.
Look at this.
What is this? Oh. The book that's going to bring the evil to you. The poster on the wall is really creepy because it's just like one eye of someone and a little bit of their head, if I'm seeing it right.
I'll grab the recorder and you get everything else.
Yeah, the guy's head and eye and ear. The way that that's torn, it just looks really creepy.
This guy was a real turd.
This is the tape I found downstairs.
It has been a number of years since I began excavating the ruins of Kandar. Naturan de Manto, Book of the Dead.
Ah.
It deals with demons, demon resurrection.
Okay, so these are demon movies.
Tatir Man.
Shut it off.
Shut it off.
You're summoning them.
Scott, you knew not to play that.
Scott's a dick.
Why don't we stay up for a while and listen to the storm?
All right, yeah.
I love how out of focus this shot is right now. This movie so far to me really feels like film school film, you know? Like a bunch of teenagers have made it. And I mean that in like a good way, like compliment. It feels very amateur.
Stealing from the blind, huh?
That was really cute.
Ash, how sweet of you.
I was gonna give it to you before we came up here, but
I really love it.
It's always a cabin in the woods with lots of windows. So our POV is something she can't see.
Is anybody out there?
How far do you plan on walking, girlfriend? We've had 2 scenes now where like the moon is getting hidden.
I know someone's out there. I heard you. I heard you in the cellar.
Turn around and go back. Maybe. Neat. Also terrifying. Also sounds like mosquitoes buzzing, kinda. Is it about to pull her? Oh God. Oh my gosh, run, 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 run. Whew, this camera work is dizzying at times. I feel like she's so far away from the house. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Who locked the fucking door? Window. Window. Is everyone deaf? Nobody's hearing her? Oh, phew.
Cheryl, what's the matter with you? Did something in the woods do this to you?
No, it was the woods themselves. They're alive, Ashley. I want to get out of here. Will you drive me into town or not?
What, right now?
I want to get out of this place right now.
You would sound crazy trying to explain what just happened. So maybe we won't actually see any, like, dead people or people at all terrorizing on them. Maybe it is just the woods themselves this whole time. That'd be kind of cool. Y'all not going anywhere.
It's not gonna let us leave.
Why are we stopping?
Why are you stopping?
Oh, the bridge. The bridge, the bridge, the bridge. Oh no. I forgot about the bridge. That's the only way out, right?
It's not gonna let us go! It's not gonna let us go! Why won't you listen to me?
Love this shot. That's great.
I know now that my wife has become host to a Kandarian demon. I fear that the only way to stop those possessed by the spirits of the book is through the act of bodily dismemberment.
Oh.
Okay, let me think. It's a 7.
What suit?
Diamonds. Hearts.
Oh my God, 7 of hearts, you're right.
It's a 7.
I don't believe it. Of spades. Queen of spades. 4 of hearts. 8 of spades. Jack of clubs.
Oh gosh.
Awaken us from our ancient slumber.
This is more what I was expecting.
Did you see your eyes?
Mm-hmm.
Fucking pencil! Who the fuck can do that?
Oh gosh. The teeth. Oh my gosh, the face? The face? Oh, poor Cheryl. That was crazy. How are you sleeping? She's like, yeah, it was a great day. I'm gonna get such a good sleep tonight. That's so creepy that it like is open still.
I think we ought to get out of here.
Yeah. Still have a few more hours before morning.
I hate this snarling. Oh wait, Cheryl got, or that woman in the bed, she got knocked out by Cheryl. I'm so sorry. Not me being like, how are you sleeping right now? She's not sleeping. She was knocked out. I am so sorry.
What happened to her?
She is looking, well, dead. But worse. How can any of you be convinced that things will be all right when your friend is locked in the cellar and looks the way she does?
I think there's something out there.
get some sleep, okay?
Impossible. The way that was filmed was fun. I liked that. No, she was taken.
Shelley?
I was wondering what this door was before. Oh, a bathroom. Creepiest looking bathroom ever. Love the makeup work. The sounds, though, I can't. The sounds, though, like Ew. Oh, this is like alien milk. Like the android goop from Alien. That was crazy. She's like, ha, psych.
Hit her! Hit it!
Dig how bloody this is. Yeah, he wasn't going to be able to do that. Gross.
What are we gonna do?
We're gonna bury her.
You can't bury Shelley. She's a friend of ours.
She's dead.
Literally chopped right up in front of you. Why wouldn't we just put her in the fire? Like, you had to put her in this sheet anyway, which means you're grabbing her. Couldn't we just throw her into the fireplace? This is far too much work. Alright, so just the two guys, and there's one Linda.
I think what's her
I'm
leg?
getting out of here.
Scott, we can't take Linda anywhere with a leg like that.
You want to stay here?
I mean, there's got to be another way besides the bridge.
Linda cannot walk with a leg like that. She can't even stand up.
Why do I feel like we're about to see Linda stand up very soon?
I don't care what happens to her. She's your girlfriend. You take care of her.
Yikes.
Soon, all of you will be like me. And then who will lock you up in the cellar?
I kind of love Demon Cheryl, won't lie. Did I not just call that? We're going to see Linda stand up very soon.
Help me!
Oh, did he get attacked by the forest too? I think so. Hi. This is Linda, not Cheryl. That's super creepy.
We're not gonna die. We're gonna get out of here. Is there a way around the bridge?
Scott! Come on, Ash, I don't want to die.
I don't want to die.
I love Demon Cheryl.
Is there a way around the bridge? There's a way. The trail. But the trees, Ash. Hey, no.
The trees will get ya. Love the music.
Killer. Killer.
He is probably not. Yeah. Me and Cheryl are on the same page right now.
God forgive me, Linda.
It would help if she looked more like Cheryl, I feel like, as, you know. I think she still looks too... Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Ashley, help me. Let me out of here. I'm all right now, Ashley. Unlock this chain and let me out.
I don't trust either of them. I don't trust Cheryl. I don't trust Linda. I don't trust that they're back to normal, especially Cheryl. Can't we just, instead of unlocking first, we know that there's a gap. Can't we just lift it up real quick to take a peek? Jesus Christ.
Come on, lock the chain and let me out!
Oh, you bastards! Why are you torturing me like this?
We're gonna get you, not another piece.
Gosh.
Sun will be up in an hour or so, and we can all get out of here together. Wouldn't you like to be going home, Sky?
Can't tell if he's dead or... Love the drawn-on eyelashes. Love that push with the legs. I love the camera being so low like this. It's really got this jerky motion to it though, but it's fun. Oh, Cheryl. Maybe just keep her in the chains for now. Oh no. Not your game coming back. It would have probably taken me the whole night just to dig one grave. Did he take it off? Fuck. Oh my gosh. Got some strength. Oh. Ew. What a sight. How's Scott doing? Is he... Oh dear. Is that Cheryl? Yeah. Ooh, the music. Oh, jeez. Oh, gosh. love this.
We're gonna get.
Shut up, Linda!
Through the act of bodily dismemberment.
Slow down. Got some crazy camera tilts now. I like that as we are progressing, the camera work's just getting crazier. To kind of mimic the situation a bit more. I don't think the camera has been straight once in the last 3 minutes. Can we avoid the window? Creepy. I feel bad for him. Have your back against the door. We've seen Cheryl punch through wood, so no, it's way too quiet. There he is. Maybe we do something with the book? Burn the book, maybe? I don't know. It's crazy how, gray his hair got. Ooh. Oh my gosh. My gosh, hurry! Come on, come on, come on. Ah! Damn it. Oh. Never mind, never mind. What is going on? This looks like stop motion animation. Actually quiet. Ew. I wonder what that is. Why can't we be done? What is this? We need to go.
Join us.
Well, I'm relieved that someone survived. Sucks that he has to live with all that now, the memories. Fuck this cabin. Fuck these woods also. Well, guess not. Also, cheerful music. I appreciate that this movie had me thinking for a little bit that the woods was just gonna do all the shit in this movie, and that they were not gonna be able to escape because the woods would just grab them all and they just would get attacked by trees and branches and shit constantly. Yeah, that whole woods scene with Cheryl was crazy. Yeah, definitely didn't expect them to take it where they took it. Anyway, yeah, yeah. All right, that was Evil Dead. I'm gonna keep this review, fairly short and sweet, just knowing that for the YouTube edit, you're going to be watching Evil Dead 2 next. This was fun. This was fun. I loved the low budget aspect to this because there were aspects of this that didn't feel low budget. I really want to call out the sound design. The sound design I thought was excellent. The demon sounds, at one point I was strongly considering taking out an earbud because it was that aggravating. Like, it was starting to really get under my skin and really start to become audio overwhelm for me. Like, if the visuals hadn't been what they were, I think that just with the sound alone, it still would have been effective because, yeah, the sound design was crazy. So great job to whoever was involved in doing that, because I'm positive that it wasn't the actors themselves making those noises. It definitely felt like it was done elsewhere and, yeah, recorded properly and edited however they did it. It was good. The sound worked on me so much. The blood and gore and the demon aspect of it, the makeup is very early 80s, I'll say. Like, the makeup itself is quite dated, but I also still think it's quite effective. Cheryl, especially, later on Linda, I like that they didn't make Linda look like Cheryl right away. She still retained a lot of her just regular appearance for a little while. So I really like the actress for Cheryl, or Linda. I'm getting my ladies mixed up. For Linda in that moment, like before she had all the makeup work done, and she just had kind of like clown makeup on, I want to say. Like, it was clownish, but not quite. Yeah, it was good. The other people, like Scott and Shelley, a little bit less so with the acting. Of course, the best one, Bruce as Ash. Yeah, he did a great job, and he was last man standing up until the end. The very, very end. We didn't even get to see anything happen to him. Although then maybe that's Evil Dead 2. So yeah, that's why I'm happy I'm watching it basically right away, fairly soon. Maybe that's what I have in store for me in that movie, is like his fate. Yeah, I do know that people say that it is good to watch these kind of like together or as close together as possible. So I'm excited to continue. The actual like story here was non-existent. There was like no story, no character development, and normally I am picky about that, but for how short this movie was and the fact it was so low budget and it just had that amateur feeling to it, I'm okay with this basically just being like friends going to a cabin in the woods and getting fucked up. Like, yeah, I'm fine with it. Did I need to know about these characters? Not really. I mean, really the only character development we got was with Linda and Ash and the necklace, and like knowing that they're a couple and just having that little moment with them. That was fine. This movie, with the runtime that it had, like what it was clearly setting out to do, which very much just to me just seems like, yeah, we want to go all out with the blood and the gore and things. That's fine. I did mention that I felt like this was made by like a college student. For all I know, I mean, being that this was 1981, so presumably made in the same year or maybe the year before it released. With Sam, I mean, Sam Raimi would have been young. Maybe he actually was college age when he made this movie, but that's what it felt like to me right off the bat. There were a lot of shots in this that were very like out of focus, which just adds to the amateurness of it. But the creativity here, the creativity with a lot of the shots and the framing of shots, and the creativity with the actual like blood and the gore itself, and the different ways of dismemberment and like attacking the demons and stuff. It was fun. It was really cool. It was interesting to watch. There were quite a lot of jump scare moments. Not like super big ones for me, but there were some that got me. There were some that made me jump a little bit. So that was good. I really don't know that I have much else left to say, but I enjoyed it. I had a good time. Cheryl was hilarious, by the way. Demon Cheryl, loved her. The humor, the mocking especially, it was so funny. I loved it. Yeah, that was enjoyable. So for the next one, hopefully there's more humor like that. I would love that. I anticipate, because with the next one being so many years after this, I definitely anticipate an increase to overall quality. I'm very excited to get into it. So that wraps up my thoughts.
Legend has it that it was written by the Dark Ones. Necronomicon Ex Mortis, Book of the Dead.
Well, it's a little run down, but it's right up in the mountains.
We're going back to the same place. Oh, that bridge looks scary to me.
So, what do you think, kid?
I love it, Ash.
The same necklace? Why? Why are we making similar decisions to what you went through?
What do you say we have some champagne, huh, baby? Huh?
Sure.
There's a tape recorder here.
This is Professor Raymond Noby, Department of Ancient History. I believe I have made a significant find. Stumbled upon something remarkable. The book speaks of a spiritual presence, a thing of evil. Kanda, Estrata, Amantos.
I was just thinking, like, can we not play that? But then we wouldn't get the movie, so.
Linda? Hey,
Linda, is she a different Linda? She's not the same Linda. Or is she the same Linda, just a new actress? Okay, so she's dressed the same. Oh, gosh. Or is this meant to be... I was almost about to ask if this was like a flashback, but no. Oh my gosh, this camera work, though. Get up, get up, get up. And some crazy effects makeup. I love it. I also love this because you can tell it's like done in reverse, but it doesn't look like you can tell, but it's not super obvious. And so far, like, the movie's really improved visually, but it also still has that like low budget feeling to it. I'm so confused now about the opening of this movie. Was it like a dream maybe? So it was a whole different cabin. Yeah, the bridge. Those cliffs look like hand-drawn, animated, kind of. All right. So we're picking up right where we left off with the first movie, and my only wish is that he manages to escape this place. But I feel like he's gonna be going through a lot of shit to get there. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh, this is crazy and fun. And this set, too, is super cool. You lost him. It was very dizzying at the end there, being pulled backwards through the forest. I'd love to know how they did that. Why are you hiding under there? After the last movie, there's no way I would be going under there.
How'd the expedition go?
Great. I found the pages of the Book of the Dead.
Yeah, I got your telegram. Thanks.
Telegram?
They haven't aged a day in 3,000 years.
Maybe longer.
When do we begin the translations?
Tonight.
Annie, you hinted in your telegram that your father was onto something with the first part of his translation. What has he found in the Book of the Dead?
The doorway to another world.
That's not a world I would like to go to if it's in the Book of the Dead. What are we looking for, Ash? They're a good piano player. Oh no. Oh no. This looks like a Barbie doll. Jesus. I like this because I can't tell if this is just like happening in his head or if it actually happened. Yeah, I think it was just happening in his head. And these scenes I'm not sure what to make of yet. It looks like old camera footage, like someone's recording him, but then I'm also thinking maybe we're just seeing what they're seeing.
Hello, lover.
Oh, oh my God. No, 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 no. Throw it in the fire.
Work shed.
Fireplace? No? That felt like the most obvious option to me, but whatever, Ash, you do you. Sure.
Even now we have your darling Linda's soul.
You're going down. Chainsaw.
Not the outline of the chainsaw. Oh my gosh. I really want to know how they just did that.
Please, Ash. Please don't hurt me.
I guess showing that would be a little too much. I feel like it's not any worse than what we've already seen so far. So those two people at the airport, are they supposed to be coming here? I feel like the chainsaw might actually be better. No, do not waste a slug on a chair. Don't waste it on something you can't even see. Whoa. That was awesome. I loved that. I didn't even notice the visual change there at all. That was really good. It's almost like we're seeing him turn into a werewolf. Wow, there's someone here.
Is this the road to the Nobi cabin?
That's right. You ain't going there.
And why not?
Can you not see? Oh.
The hell you want to go up there for anyway?
None of your business.
There is a trail. You could follow Bobby Joe and me. $100.
You take my bags and you got a deal.
Sure.
They're not creepy at all. What is this room? Oh, Ash. This is some crazy acting. No, no, no. Oh my gosh. I'm like fully buying that his hand is just completely not him. I'm afraid for Ash to like fully turn though. I know these movies aren't meant to be comedies, but they are funny at times. I don't know that he fully cut it off, though. Ash is gonna lose his mind when he sees people.
Here's your new home.
Like that's gonna do anything. Farewell to arms. Yeah, see? Didn't do anything. I like how he was covered in blood, like his whole face, but now he's back to looking like how he did a few scenes prior, like with the exact same lines of blood. Why? Get your chainsaw.
Son of a...
I feel like I just heard it say son of a bitch.
Gotcha, didn't I? Little sucker.
No. Love the Home Sweet Home. No, thank you. I just had a thought. It would be crazy if all of this was in his head and these other people show up to the cabin and it looks like how it did at the start of the first movie. And they just walk in and see Ash like this. When did he reload? Goes from so crazy and chaotic to just extremely quiet and eerie.
You gonna be all right, honey?
I don't know.
He shot her?
You know this son of a bitch.
No, we thought her father was going to be here. That's why we decided.
Oh my God.
Okay, they see the cabin. Oh no.
What the hell did you do to them?
We'll throw him in there. The man stay. Damn right. Flatmouth son of a bitch.
It's only been a few hours since I've translated and spoken aloud the first of the demon resurrection passages from the Book of the Dead. May God forgive me for what I have unleashed unto this earth.
So I wonder what the missing pages do.
I buried her in the cellar.
in my fridge cellar. Out of the house! There's something down here! It's a trick!
Oh my gosh, brother.
Open those things!
How come this didn't happen in the last movie?
Sweet Henriette.
Oh my gosh, those feet. Oh my gosh. Oh. No, 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 no. So I'm Ash and you are?
There's something out there.
We're going, baby. We're gonna get on that train. Nobody goes out that door.
She's the one that swallowed the eyeball, right? Oh, never mind. Never mind. It's coming. Okay.
That diamond ring turns brass. Mama's gonna buy.
Stay back. Stay back.
Mother, unlock these chins. Quickly.
Do you not remember what your father recorded?
That thing in the cellar is not my mother.
The fuck? Oh no.
We want what is yours.
She was the one that swallowed the eyeball. Oh my gosh. That looked and sounded like a neck snap. The only continuity with Ash right now is his missing hand.
That trail we came in here on? Well, it just ain't there no more.
And here I was hoping that one of them would show Ash the way out. Although maybe someone always remains. I don't know if Ash is in the other movies. Working on sound effects for this movie would have been super fun.
We'll all go in together. Hell no. You're the curious one.
Hell no. No, 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 no. Hell to the no. Ash has no right being this hot in this movie, though. I'm just going to throw that out right now.
I'll go with you.
Oh, thanks. I also love the actor's eyebrow, like, always being... Can I do that on my own? I don't know if I can. Shouldn't we have an axe with us? Why would you do that?
Father?
Annie, there is a dark spirit here that wants to destroy you. Your salvation lies there.
The missing pages.
Jake, you're holding my hand too tight.
Baby, I ain't holding your hand.
Oh no. Was that Ash's hand? Well, this isn't going to be good. As long as there's no more branches up holes again. Look where you're walking, girlfriend.
is she?
Long gone.
If she went out in those woods, you can forget about her.
1300 AD, they called this man the hero from the sky. Recitation of the second passage creates a kind of rift in time and space.
Like a portal.
At least that's the best translation that I can.
Huh?
What? Why?
I'm running this show now.
Okay.
Once we find her, we're getting the hell out of here. No, you idiot! Bunch of mumbo jumbo bullshit.
Don't throw them in the fire.
These pages don't mean squat.
You literally don't. You're new here. You didn't even know her until an hour ago. I feel like he should have just left himself to go to the woods to find her. I don't know why I'm surprised. People in horror movies always make stupid decisions.
Bobby Joe!
Bobby Joe's about to be,
You'll get us all killed! Shut up!
Stop! Ash v. Annie. He's so good. You're just gonna bleed to death.
Check the windows, he's probably right.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, if she could barely drag him, there's no way she's... No. Why does the actress look like she's having a good time? Like her smile doesn't... Her smile's too smiley. No, Demon Ash. Oh, the shape of it looking like a skull. I really do like how they've done his face because it's minimal. Like I can tell that it's minimal, but it's effective. Very effective. Are we back? Whoa, wait.
I'm all right now.
He's different from the others. Like, it keeps coming and going with him.
Damn it! I said I was all right. Do you hear what I'm saying?
To be fair, if I was her, I would not trust this either. Especially with her mom in the cellar, like, looking normal and acting normal and then not. It's what's happening to him, too.
But for how long?
Yeah, good question. Mm-hmm. It seems to happen when he goes outside.
Then let's head down into that cellar and carve ourselves a witch.
Oh, okay. Cool. Awesome. I love it.
Groovy. Those pages are down there somewhere.
I can't help but think now if he turns back, if the demon takes over again, now he's got a permanently attached fucking chainsaw to him. That'll be terrifying. Was that an arm hanging on the wall? Did I see that right? The thing up in the... Okay. These are really gone. Do we have them all? Oh my god, can we stop walking backwards?
Nosferatu Salamimnon Kanda.
Just keep paging. Paging. Keep saying things. Oh, sleeve is gone now. Excellent.
Let's go.
Chainsaw? Now? What in the... Stop using your fist! Use your chainsaw!
Oh, baby.
Oh god. Thank you. Step on the head. Step on the head.
Swallow this.
Groovy. Swallow this. He's way too hot in this movie. I was thinking that wasn't the best time for a kiss. I wonder if they're forcing him outside. Go!
We want to open the rift and send the evil back.
Yes, do it now. I don't need to. Yeah, you don't have to explain it. Oh. Betrayed by his own hand. Okay. That was it? There wasn't... Are we good? Are we good?
By God.
What about... That's what I was wondering. Does it pull him too? Because... Oh. Yeah, he's what they drew. He's what they drew in the book.
Slay the beast to the dead eye.
I didn't even put, like, when he attached the chainsaw to his arm, I didn't put that together because I don't think they drew a chainsaw in the book, but this makes sense. This makes sense.
come from the skies to deliver us from the terrors of the Deadites! Hail! Hail! Hail!
Oh, poor Ash. So the rift was kind of like time travel. Good shit. All right, Evil Dead 2. Thank you so much for watching my reaction. I really appreciate it. That was more of a comedy to me than a horror movie, I think. I feel like there was fewer jump scares in this one for me, but also because of the first, I kind of knew what to expect, I guess. So fewer jump scares. I feel like a lot more laughter though. Like there were some moments that were genuinely funny to me, and it was really entertaining. I was a lot more entertained by this one. You know, in the first one we had Ash and everybody else, and I felt like there was relatively equal screen time between all of the friends. But in this one, we have Ash first by himself for like a good part of this movie. I think it was at least like half an hour where he's just alone in this cabin fighting these demons. Then we get more people joining him after. And I won't lie, I really, really enjoyed when Ash was by himself. Bruce Campbell just acted his butt off. That work with his hand when it was still attached to him, that handwork was awesome. And his hand fighting him and how convincing he made that look, I really, really dug that a lot. That was super fun to watch. And then when the other people came, it was still enjoyable, don't get me wrong, but I am happy that we didn't have them for the whole movie or for as much of it as it could have been. I really just enjoyed that time that we had with him alone. The other 4, well, I was literally about to say 3 because that blonde-haired guy did not make it very far in this movie. He wasn't around very long. The other 4 were fine. There was really nothing in particular about any of them that really drew me in. Not like the first movie. But again, it's the first movie, we had them a lot longer, so we were able to, I say get to know, but not even really, but I guess know them enough to kind of be able to have a favorite. I mean, I guess Annie in this one, because, you know, she was the whole reason they were out there, and it was her family that owns the cabin and was doing all of this, this research and stuff. But yeah, there was just too many scenes where, I don't know, the actress's mouth just looks too happy smiley for the situation. So it kind of threw me off a few times, a few scenes where she's like screaming and in terror, but her smile says otherwise. Her smile came across as like, we're having a great time. This is a lot of fun. I'm super happy to be doing this right now. Not how the character should have been feeling, but that's okay. Super minor nitpick. When Ash cut his hand off, then later when the chainsaw gets attached, and then he also has the shotgun, that whole vibe, you know, he's got the gun strapped to his back, the chainsaw, the way his hair is, the way his clothes are, and then even later when the sleeve comes off and he's in it, what a look. What a look. Definitely feel like it's a very, I almost feel like Ash has, it's funny because I've heard so much about like, you know, Freddy and Jason, and I think it's probably because Ash is not technically like the one terrorizing, but still I feel like that look of Ash could be as iconic, and probably is, and maybe I don't know, haven't seen it as prominently as some of the other more famous like horror characters out there. But yeah, that look of Ash is super cool. I love it. Definitely at this point, out of all the horror movies I've seen, I feel like I can confidently say that Ash is definitely like the hottest man in horror for me so far. So that's fun. Just loved all of the visual effects with him, not just looking normal. And yes, I complain about the continuity, but it's funny because it's like, we had the blood in between his eyebrows, and then the blood across the mouth, and then the one coming down the side of his face. And I think there was like maybe one on the forehead as well. That was consistent the whole movie, but every other time that he got like covered in blood on his face, or like the paint stuff that was on him, it was a scene where like all the different colored liquid was coming out of the walls. I feel like it's all supposed to be blood, but it just doesn't look like it. So I'm gonna say like paint or whatever. But anyway, it's like all coming out of the walls. And like after that stopped, he was covered in like dark blue or black paint. Not that much later, then he's back to being basically clean faced, except for the handful of bloody marks everywhere I just found that so funny. Just from a continuity perspective, it's almost like he was reset all the time, but then for whatever reason, they just kept that stuff. I don't know. I just found that fun. Sam Raimi definitely elevated here when it comes to like the filming of this, like the filming style, and you can tell that there was a lot more effect work done. When we saw the spirits, like her dad, was it her dad? Yeah, when he appeared and started talking to them and was telling them about the missing pages and such, like, I'm not sure how I felt about that. I think that it's more fun to not see anything in these movies. Like, it's more terrifying when things around them are moving and making sounds and you're not actually like seeing anything physical. And then if you are, it's like either a body that's been taken over or a tree that's been taken over or something like that, you know, the deer head on the wall kind of thing. I understand why they did it for him, but I almost do think it would have been more fun if we couldn't actually see, but it was maybe like through something. I don't know. I did just find that, I don't know, I guess I like these movies to be more practical, so that was not practical. That said, the practical stuff in this definitely went up quite a few notches compared to the first one. It's interesting because when I'm thinking about all of the effect work that was done here, like thinking about Ash's face and thinking about the mom in the basement, the cellar, you know, the trees and such, again, doing their thing. Like, I think that the first one actually went a lot harder with that. Yes, there was still a lot that happened in this movie, but I do feel like the first one was a lot more filled with just more practical, more, how do I explain myself? I feel like I'm not explaining myself well. I just feel like there was more in the first one compared to this one. This one, though, compared to the first, I feel like this one had a lot more creative work done with camera. Like the camera work, yes, it was already like pretty crazy in the first one, but I feel like Sam went even harder in this movie from just, yeah, camera work perspective. There was a lot of scenes that stand out to me, like near the beginning of the movie where the camera is chasing Ash all throughout the house. I feel like they went everywhere in that house so you could see the full set. I loved when he went behind the wall, or in between the, like in the wall, in between the rooms, and was running around in there. I thought that was super fun. And then when the camera then left the cabin and was pulling out backwards through the woods, loved that as well. It kind of felt like maybe it was sped up footage, because it was going so fast that it was making me wonder like how it was done practically to achieve that. But maybe it was just filmed at normal speed and then in post they sped it up. Similar to those smoke scenes where we're watching the smoke disappear and go in, when you can obviously know that that was filmed normally with the smoke coming out and they just reversed it, right? Yeah, I definitely want to look into the making of, the behind the scenes stuff with this. Favorite practical effect work was definitely pretty much everything to do with what was done with Bruce Campbell and Ash. When the demon took over and he had the look on him. I mean, I mentioned that it looked very simple. Like, you know, we've seen more practical effect work done on other characters and their faces and stuff. But for Ash, it was just his face. It was just his face. Hair remained, clothes were fine, like arms, everything fine. It was just done on the face. But I felt like it was very effective. It looked really, really good. So I dug that a lot. Practical effect work with the hand, especially once the hand was off, once the hand was on its own. I really enjoyed that a lot, and how the hand really just felt like its own character at that point. That was really cool. And then I really enjoyed the practical effect work with the cabin itself, the chair and the deer head on the wall. And yeah, that one scene where Ash is basically like dancing with everything in the room because the lamp and bookshelves, like everything is moving and everything came alive because of the demons. And then he just kind of like joins in. That was such a fun scene and I liked how that was done. So yeah, these movies have been very entertaining to watch. I am absolutely down to continue with the rest of the movies as well, by the way. When it came to the series, initially I was just like, I definitely want to watch the first two and then we'll see. We'll see how I feel about them. We'll see if I'm interested to continue. I definitely am. I would love to watch all of these movies, especially because as we make our way through the decades, you know, I do expect that we're going to get a lot more CGI work in these films, but at the same time I hope that they do retain a lot of the practical effect work, because I've become such a sucker for practical effects over CGI, and only having CGI done when it like needs to be and when it actually like looks good and works. So yeah, we'll see how the other movies are. I'm not sure when I will continue with them because I would, of course, still like to watch different horror movies, other horror movies. So for now, I'll put 3 and I forget how many there are. 5, 6? I can't remember. I did look it up briefly once just to see, and now I already forget. So I'm going to have to look into that again. But I'm going to put them on the back burner for a TBD in the future down the road. And yeah, I think that's all I have to say about this. Oh, I didn't talk about the music at all. I really don't know that I have much to say about the music that I didn't already say for the first movie. I think the music was still good, still fine, enhanced a lot of the scenes. Still loved that a lot of quiet scenes were involved though. Like things went from chaotic to quiet, back to chaotic, and then back to quiet, and we had a good mix of both. So yeah, it was good. It was well done, entertaining. Yeah, that's about all I have to say. With that, I am going to go to Letterboxd now for Evil Dead 2, and let's go see what some other people have to say about this movie. 5 stars. I could have made a list of 100 possible endings that I thought this movie could have, and the actual ending would have never crossed my mind. That is a mood right there. I also felt the same about that. 4.5 stars. Ash Williams is the one person in movie history who has taken more of a beating than the wet bandits from Home Alone. I agree. 4.5 stars. If Evil Dead 2 was released in 2023, what word would Ash have said instead of groovy? Based. Lit. Deadass. Probably slay. Bet. Sheesh. Bruh. Love it. And with that, I now turn it to you. I'm looking forward to reading your comments down below. I hope you enjoyed me putting both movies in this one edit. So yeah, let's talk about both of these movies. I'm excited to hear which one between the two you like most. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. And if you are not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, I would super, super appreciate that. Click below to do so. Turn on notifications if you don't want to miss any new videos that pop out. As well, if you don't want to miss any new videos, you can also become a free member of my Patreon and you'll get notified of my YouTube edits that way. So that's also an option. And yeah, I don't think I have anything else left to say. Links will pop up on the screen to subscribe, watch other things of mine. Feel free to check out some of my other horror reactions. And with that, I wish you a very good rest of your day. Take care. We'll see you in the next reaction. Have a good one.